Tesla insurance sucks. I'm Justin.
And I am Aaron.
And this is the Phoenix Insurance. Before we go too much further, please subscribe for more great content like this and hopefully more sensational headlines like that. So, does Tesla insurance suck? I don't know. We're talking about more than just Tesla. We're talking about the new kids on the block.
Yeah, the insuretech. I know Tesla is literally spelled sexy. All their models do, at least.
Right.
But insuretech is the sexy buzzword going around our industry, and certainly I think seems pretty sexy to a lot of consumers.
No people to work with. Policies are cheaper. Technology's making it cheaper, but the end user experience does not hold out.
Yeah, I mean, cheap and easy sounds about as sexy as it comes when it comes to insurance, but in the end, the user experience is suffering because really having somebody that you can know and trust and develop a relationship with is a pretty important part of the insurance experience.
Absolutely. You know, we started with Tesla because I just read an article about Tesla insurance, and you know, the challenges they're facing are after the accident challenges. Gathering premium for insurance is the easy part.
Oh yes, that's
the easy part. It's when you have to pay people out and you're dealing with a phone tree, and somehow Tesla's insurance, because it involves their cars, it actually kind of goes to a quality control department, less a claims department.
Now here's something that it's insider knowledge here, so you might find it shocking and fascinating, but insurance claims, especially auto insurance claims, are not cookie cutter.
No.
There is not a simple formula, a simple path from point A to point B, because typically in most auto claims that I've seen, there are these things involved that make it complicated called people.
Right.
People make things complicated.
Not just the drivers, the body shops, the adjusters, the administrators in the back end. All of it goes into it.
Now, and so there are a lot of people, and I get it. I mean, there's a lot of allure these days in business to eliminate more people, to eliminate the complications, and I'm sure the tech companies, they're all about automation and ways that you can eliminate people from the equation. I get it. It just makes for a big challenge because consumers are at the heart of it. There's always going to be a driver and an owner of a vehicle, and that owner or driver of the vehicle may not understand the complications that go into this particular claim and why it is not a straight line.
And there is nothing more frustrating than a consumer than not having someone who can help them understand that. Insurance is not as simple as the commercials would make you think. It's not a simple click, pay your bill, and you're good to go. There are some nuanced areas, and really when it comes to these insuretech companies, one of their first, rules is that you don't talk to somebody. You go online, it can all be handled online. It's gonna take an act of Congress to get somebody on the phone. If you're a social media person, think about the last time you had problems with Facebook. Who did you contact? Nobody. That's the same thing that's going to happen with Lemonade, with Branch, with all these different companies that are here to tell you it's easier than it really is. What do you think it is that makes them think they can come in and do it better?
Again, it goes back to the allure of trying to simplify something that seems overly complicated. I understand as a consumer going through things and thinking, wow, this is a lot of overkill for what I'm trying to accomplish right here.
Right.
And I can understand how you can see that with insurance, as transactional as it has become. It's so easy, 15 minutes, save 15%, you go online, you click a few buttons, you get a policy.
And I want to remind you, the insurance companies taught you that to save themselves money.
But the thing is that things get complicated. People who go online and buy it don't always have good information. They don't know what's available so that they can purchase that so they can protect themselves.
And they've been taught by the insurance companies that the premium is the most important thing, not what comes after the claim.
Yeah, but when it actually comes claim time, that's when carriers have to actually start shelling out the bucks.
Right.
It's easy to take on money, but when you have to pay it out, that becomes the challenge. Communication level from adjusters is not always what you'd like it to be. As someone who's been in this industry for a long time and fought for my clients to try and form communication, there are challenges that come up from time to time with even the best insurance companies. When that happens, who are you as the consumer going to contact to be able to help you out? Who is going to help you and explain why the decision is what it is? There's many times within the insurance policy that this is what the language says, this is how the claim is paid.
Right.
There's nothing that can be done about it. when our clients have worked with us, they've had somebody who they know and trust, who they can call, they can talk to, and they can get an explanation from a voice that they trust. And feel more at ease about that going forward. The last thing you want in any business transaction is to walk away from it thinking that you really got raked over the coals.
Right.
That sticks with you for a while.
100%. And so when it comes to these insuretech companies, their big thing is that they can do it better. I can tell you that they can't invest nearly as much money as insurance companies that have been doing this for 100 years invest in doing it better.
Yeah, it really, these insurance companies, I mean, State Farm, Travelers, Hartford, I mean, there's some huge companies that have been around in the U.S. for over 100 years. They have 100 years worth of data to work with to see what trends have happened throughout different eras of history for the U.S. population. And so they can see those things and have a better gauge of where it's going to go. If it could be done easier,
they would do it.
I mean, they've got the resources.
Right.
They've got the money. They're not raising money. Travelers and Hartford and State Farm, they're not going out raising money so that they can actually build a company. They've already built it. They have all the information. They have all the knowledge. And if somebody could do it easier and faster, they would do it because it would make them immensely more profitable. So I believe in traditional insurance. I don't have a problem with insuretech. I just don't know that they're really able to deliver on what they've promised. I've seen so many companies promise they'll make it cheaper, easier, and every one of them I can think of has failed at this point.
Right. If you're only concerned about how cheap your bill is, do insuretech. Don't complain if it goes south at claims time, though, because that's what you signed up for. These companies are, I'm sure, fine insurance companies. Everyone's heart is in the right place. But the challenge is they're in a market as the newcomer. Do you always want to be with the new guy, the person who's learning as they go? I can tell you that based on the article that I read in Forbes recently, Tesla insurance consumers are questioning that decision across the board. Thanks for watching. Please, if you have any questions about anything insurance related,
let us know what you think about insuretech down in our comment section below, and come back and see us next time.
Absolutely.